very recently that World Rugby said that rugby's poor to the tune of around £1 billion from the pandemic, and what that's done. Clearly the Women's World Cup has been postponed for 12 months. The chat, at the turn of the year before that was that a lot of very big sponsors were going to be putting half their marketing budget towards the women's game. We've seen in the recent Six Nations that Ireland and especially Wales they're just off the pace. And as Rachel just said, the difference, I remember speaking to Lynn Cantwell, the difference between amateur and professional is just it's just huge, isn't it? And you think about some of these, of the Welsh girls have been having lots of grief on social media, and some of their partners have been saying, look, she's up at 5:30 in the morning, then she's trained, then she's got to work as a paramedic, then she's got to come home, go back to it's very, very tough. And I think to Nolly Waterman, quite a bit, who's another very strong advocate for the women's game. So it's a bit of a bugger, this pandemic. It has set things back, and then you look at the sevens game. The sevens game is another one that is seen as an absolutely key entry point into rugby, almost much easier than the 15-a-side game. But again, they've been scrapping for their lives. Almost, I think the England boys are kind of crowdfunding for money to get them to Tokyo. So it's such a shame because whether you like it or not, when we talk about CVC and private equity, which is here to stay by the looks of it in all sports, over 700 million will have been put into rugby union, but instead of kind of enhancing the product, it's almost bailed it out, isn't it?